Sugar is a key ingredient in countless foods and drinks around the world. But have you ever wondered where it comes from? While most people know sugar comes from either sugarcane or sugar beets, fewer understand the complexity of how this sweet substance is actually produced. In the United States, the journey from sugarcane field to sweetener takes careful planning, immense labor, and the use of sophisticated machinery. The US is one of the largest producers of sugarcane globally, with the country producing approximately 1.9 billion tons of sugarcane annually. But how do American farmers manage to harvest such a massive quantity of sugarcane, and what does the process involve? Let's break it down step by step, from the moment the seed is planted to when the final sugar crystals are packaged for our homes. The importance of sugarcane to the US economy. Sugarcane farming isn't just an agricultural process, it's a major industry in the US. The US Department of Agriculture, USDA, estimates that American farmers plant about 800,000 acres of sugarcane every year, primarily in the southern states like Florida, Louisiana, and Texas, which boast the perfect climate and soil conditions for sugarcane cultivation. Sugarcane contributes not just to the economy, but also to the local communities where it's grown. Sugarcane farmers create thousands of jobs in rural areas, from planting and harvesting to refining and distribution. Additionally, many sugarcane mills and refineries are major employers in these regions. The sheer scale of the industry means that, without sugarcane farming, many of these communities would face severe economic downturns. But just how does sugarcane farming work? And how do farmers handle the massive task of harvesting 1.9 billion tons of this crop every year? Let's dive deeper into the process. Planting sugarcane, a complex, yet rewarding process. Preparing the soil. Before a single stalk of sugarcane can be planted, the soil must be properly prepared. Sugarcane thrives in loamy, well-drained soils that are rich in nutrients. The preparation process starts months before planting. Farmers use plowing and tilling to break up the soil, aerate it, and remove any weeds or debris that could interfere with growth. In many cases, farmers use cover crops to protect the soil during the off-season, preventing erosion and adding vital nutrients back into the earth. Farmers also need to ensure that their land is equipped for proper water drainage. Too much water can drown sugarcane, while too little can stunt its growth. In states like Florida, where sugarcane farming is prominent, farmers often have to use irrigation systems to ensure consistent watering, especially during dry seasons. This is often done using a technique known as drip irrigation, which delivers water directly to the plant's roots, minimizing waste and keeping the soil at the right moisture levels. Choosing the right varieties of sugarcane. Sugarcane is a tropical plant, but it comes in various varieties depending on the growing region. Farmers in the US typically grow Saccharum officinarum, a variety of sugarcane that is prized for its high sugar content. But within this species, there are many different cultivars with unique characteristics. For example, some varieties are bred specifically for disease resistance, while others are optimized for yield potential or faster growth. Farmers also need to consider climate and local conditions when choosing which variety to plant. For example, the type of sugarcane that thrives in the humid, hot conditions of Louisiana might not be the best option for Texas's drier, more arid environment. Farmers often work closely with agronomists to decide which sugarcane variety will offer the best return on investment for each specific region. Planting the cane. Sugarcane isn't planted from seeds like most crops. Instead, farmers use seed pieces or sets, which are cut sections of sugarcane stalks that contain buds. Each set can grow into a new sugarcane plant. These pieces are typically planted in rows, about 4 to 6 feet apart, to give the plants enough space to grow tall and strong. The process of planting involves using large planting machines that can quickly cover vast areas of land. During the planting process, each set is positioned carefully into the ground. The cane is then covered with soil and watered to encourage sprouting. For sugarcane, this is just the start of a process that will take about 12 to 18 months to fully mature. In some regions, farmers will plant cane in the fall to take advantage of the warm winter weather, while others prefer to plant in the spring so that the cane is ready for harvest at the start of the following year. The growing season. How sugarcane reaches its peak. Managing growth and nurturing the cane. Once the sugarcane has been planted, the real work begins. Sugarcane is a perennial crop, which means it can be harvested multiple times from the SIs. After the initial planting, the cane will grow over the course of several months. During this time, farmers must ensure that the plants receive proper nutrients, water, and pest control. Farmers often use fertilization to ensure that the plants have the right amount of nutrients, including nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Proper fertilization can greatly increase the plant's sugar yield. This is done carefully to avoid over-fertilizing, which can lead to environmental damage and reduced plant health. To protect the sugarcane from pests and diseases, farmers use a combination of integrated pest management (IPM) strategies. These can include natural predators like ladybugs to control aphids, or more traditional methods like pesticides and fungicides to keep the cane healthy. However, because sugarcane is grown on such a large scale, the use of chemicals must be done with caution to minimize environmental impact. In addition to pest management, farmers must monitor irrigation levels. Too much water can lead to root rot or fungal issues, while too little can result in stunted growth. The goal is to maintain a steady, balanced environment for the plants to thrive. The role of technology in sugarcane farming. In recent years, American farmers have turned to advanced agricultural technologies to improve sugarcane production. GPS-guided tractors and drones are now commonly used to monitor fields, assess plant health, and optimize water use. With the help of technology, farmers can pinpoint exactly where irrigation is needed or where fertilizers should be applied. Another cutting-edge development is precision farming, which uses data collected from sensors and satellite imagery to analyze soil health, water levels, and growth patterns in real time. This allows farmers to make better decisions about when to harvest or irrigate, ultimately leading to more sustainable and higher-yielding crops. Harvesting. Sugarcane, the big job, timing the harvest. After around 12 to 18 months of growth, sugarcane is ready for harvest. But timing is crucial. Farmers must wait for the sugar content of the cane to reach its peak. Harvesting too early can result in lower sugar yield, while waiting too long can lead to cane that's too fibrous and less productive. Farmers usually harvest sugarcane when the plants have reached their optimal sugar content, which is typically in the late fall or early winter months. This is when the sugarcane is at its sweetest and the harvesting equipment can work most efficiently. Timing the harvest also helps ensure that the cane can be processed quickly before it loses its freshness and sugar content. Harvesting with machines. In the past, sugarcane was harvested by hand, with workers cutting down the tall stalks using machetes. However, today's sugarcane industry relies heavily on mechanized harvesting to manage the large-scale operations. This shift to machines has revolutionized the efficiency of sugarcane farming. Modern sugarcane harvesters are essentially large, complex machines equipped with a variety of tools to cut, chop, and collect the cane. These machines can do the work of dozens of human workers in a fraction of the time. The harvester uses cutting blades to slice the stalks of sugarcane just above the ground, then uses a conveyor belt system to transport the cane into large trucks. These harvesters are equipped with advanced sensors to ensure they only harvest the mature cane, leaving younger plants behind. They are able to work through thick sugarcane fields, operating in tight spaces and tough conditions, which is why farmers rely on them to cover vast fields quickly and effectively. The process is not without challenges. Sugarcane fields can be rough, and harvesters often need to work under difficult conditions, such as wet or muddy fields. In some regions, the machines may even struggle to work on fields that are too compacted or flooded. But with the latest advancements in agricultural engineering, modern harvesters are increasingly capable of handling these challenges. The role of workers in harvesting. While machines play a crucial role in harvesting, the human workforce is still essential for various tasks. Operators and maintenance crews must ensure that the harvesters are running smoothly and efficiently throughout the harvest season. Additionally, after the mechanical harvesters collect the cane, it's still important for workers to manage the logistics and transport the harvested cane to the mill, ensuring the entire operation runs smoothly. Processing sugarcane. Turning cane into sugar, transporting sugarcane to the mill. Once the sugarcane is harvested, the next critical step is getting it to the mill. Transporting sugarcane is no simple task. The stalks must be moved quickly to avoid degradation of their sugar content. Large trucks and conveyor systems carry the harvested cane from the fields to processing plants, often traveling many miles across rural landscapes. Sugarcane is highly perishable, so the time between harvesting and processing must be minimal. Farmers aim to transport the cane to the mill within 12 to 24 hours of harvesting. The fresher the cane, the more sugar can be extracted from it, and the more efficiently the process can run. Once at the mill, the sugarcane is weighed, sorted, and prepared for processing. In the past, mills were located near sugarcane fields, but with modern transportation networks, they can often be several miles away from the fields. Crushing and extracting the juice. The first step in the processing of sugarcane is crushing the stalks to extract the juice. At the mill, massive crushing rollers squeeze the juice from the cane, breaking down the fibrous material and separating the sugary liquid from the tough outer husk. This juice, known as cane juice, is rich in sucrose, which is the sugar that will eventually be processed into table sugar. The juice is filtered and then boiled to remove impurities. The leftover solid material, called bagasse, is a valuable byproduct that is often used as biomass fuel to power the sugar mills, or can be turned into paper products. Boiling and refining the juice. After extracting the cane juice, it is boiled down in a large series of evaporators to remove excess water. This process thickens the juice into a syrup known as sugarcane syrup. At this stage, the syrup is still impure and contains several impurities that need to be removed to make it suitable for human consumption. To refine the syrup into actual sugar, it is filtered again, then further boiled and treated with chemicals like lime to remove remaining impurities. The final stage involves crystallization, where the syrup is cooled and sugar crystals begin to form. The remaining liquid, called molasses, is separated from the crystals. drying and packaging. Once the sugar crystals are separated from the molasses, they are dried in a centrifuge and the resulting sugar is ready for packaging. The dried sugar is then either packaged in raw form for industrial use or refined further to produce white sugar. White sugar undergoes an additional filtration process to remove any residual molasses, giving it its pure, bright white color. The sugar is then packaged into bags and sent off to grocery stores, food manufacturers, and other industries that require it. It's hard to imagine, but this sugar has traveled a long journey from the fields to our kitchens. From planting the cane to processing it into sugar, the journey of sugarcane in the US is an intricate and labor-intensive process that involves a lot of technology, hard work, and dedication. It's a key part of the agricultural industry, contributing to the economy, providing jobs, and producing the sugar we all enjoy. Though the process is complex and sometimes controversial, it's clear that without the efforts of farmers and workers, our world would be a lot less sweet. The next time you add sugar to your coffee or bake a cake, take a moment to appreciate the remarkable journey that sugar has made, from the fields to your table. Let us know your thoughts on this incredible process, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into industries that keep our world running.